because maybe that's the support they need.
Yes, but this is also like a cultural thing, which I think just people see here totally differently than people see it in Europe. Because in Europe, you are basically functioning like an independent person by yourself. You get your have your own choices, and even if you reverted or you're Muslim, you still get more freedom in that. Like you say, yeah, I love this guy, I want to marry him, and probably your parents will say, yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm not really happy with the choice, but let it be. But I think here in the Middle East, we are not functioning as independent people because we are functioning together with the family. So for us, it's like whatever the family I don't know how to say it, but we come in a whole package of a family. And in Europe, it's like total difference. You're functioning as an independent person. So um, if you are trying to say that, for example, if someone here doesn't like the man you wanted to marry or some stuff, they will not change. They will most likely, I would say, not change their mind and on that, like, okay, I don't think this person is suitable for you, but well, we'll see what's gonna happen. I give you a blessing. So I don't think here people are gonna say that so often. It has to be a very, very open-minded family, maybe a mixed background or maybe some experiences before. Also, I think a lot of men, which just came to my mind, across my mind. I have two people I know where we are from my childhood, and they are not married yet because they are not financially stable. Both of them had the opportunities to marry, very nice persons and very suitable for them, and they were in love and they had the opportunities. But they said, "Look, I'm not in the financial I'm not financially stable. I want to finish my studies. And as a man, I have to provide the mahar, I have to provide this, I have to provide you, and I cannot do that, so I'm not going to marry you." So they turned out this and they suffered because they were in love. And now the girl went and married another one. And they were like stubborn in not changing their mind because the culture was more stronger than the love. So I think also another quick example. There are like certain types here, here in Saudi. So it depends on the culture, or how you say it, like the family beliefs, like the tribe beliefs, because people, when you get married, the family will most likely look for someone who is closer to your tribe or related to that. So like I know some families are open for like foreign marriages and some families are not, and some families say, oh, if you're not gonna marry someone from our tribe, you're never gonna get married, or if you marry someone outside, I mean not a foreigner, just from another tribe, um, then we are gonna like execute you and not talk to you. So it's I also know a case where the guy is couldn't marry several times because he saw from his siblings the bad experience when they married outside. And what happened in the end? The family whether didn't talk to them or they get separated after the family took them back again. So it's also very interesting how things are culturally working different around here, because I think in Europe no one would like actually take any how would I say no one actually think about it like, oh, you're, I don't know, you come from Dalmatia and you're not allowed to marry someone from Istra or from Rijeka or from
They
Zagreb because
are, they are.
this
No,
is
no,
another
no.
tribe. So what we do,
Yeah, but there are.
there are some conservative families who do think like that. So and again, it depends on the family beliefs, on the family culture. I would.
Yeah, I think the family beliefs is the point. This is the right point you hit, and I think it's I mean, from a certain perspective, I don't judge, I just observe. And I think it's very sad if you put a cultural beliefs over someone to force them to marry what you think is right. Okay. So I think family is the most important thing you have in life. There is no doubt about it. And this is not a topic. But I think also with the most important thing in life, your family, you have to have healthy boundaries.
Yes.
And if you don't have healthy boundaries, then you will not live your own life. You will live a life that pleases your family, and they will be all happy and they will be very happy for it, but you will suffer. And if you think you're born and put on this planet by Allah to live to please others, but that you are not pleased by your own life, then you should go back and study their religion a little bit harder.
That's when we come to the another point. I think in the most cases, what I so heard, the mother of the man is like
Mm-hmm.
the decision maker. I think it's also in the Balkans, maybe. I'm not so sure about that one.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Not
But
just on the
like
Balkans. I think everywhere, the mother is the decision maker of the men, of the
uh, of
sons.
of
Absolutely.
the sons, yes, yes. So if the mother doesn't like you, or if the mother doesn't even know about you or doesn't accept you, then there were always gonna be a problem. Because I can like tell you hundred stories. Doesn't matter which culture, which country. It's like already
Yeah.
when I'm even thinking about this, from Spain till America, like
Everywhere. This is
everywhere.
a no, that's a complex problem that has nothing to do with faith, with nationality. I think that's an all human kind of problem
Yes.
that always existed and always will exist.
Yes. And also, I want to now, not especially regard and talk to you, I want now to talk to the sisters who are planning to marry an Arab man from the Middle East or even date an Arab man from the Middle East. It's just something I saw more and more on social media, and I also experienced from my friends. Sometimes they don't get our culture, and they think if I date an Arab man and if he says, I love you, at the first day, I love you, I will marry you, I will have children. This is not serious. This is love bombing. So please, dear
Yep.
sisters, don't be stupid. This man will never marry you. If you're not Muslim, if you're not Middle Eastern, these men who you're meeting online or in Dubai or I don't know, wherever in this westernized places, these men are not serious. And then, like, they're asking, oh, but he tells me every time I love you. Okay, he tells this 20 other girls in the next second, he calls another one. So please don't try, don't imagine something. If he says he loves you, that doesn't matter. He just wants to get that specific thing from you because they see that you're Western, that you're from Europe, America, whatever, you're not Muslim, you don't know their culture, you don't know that man doesn't approach girls like that. Also, another case like, oh, we've been talking for weeks and we had everything, and we were talking about intimacy and this and that and our future and how we're going to post each other on social media, and then he vanished. Yeah, because he lost interest. He found another one. He got what he wanted. And he just wants to play around. So and then these women are already having emotions and I already and not I and they are already feeling like involved, and they're already thinking, yeah, now I got the best of all the men, now finally a man, and then the man vanishes, and then they are like, you know, having this serious emotional breakdown, and then posting about social media how effed up our life is because we don't need any man, we can do everything as women. These kind of posts are specifically for women who doesn't get the Arab culture and who still think that a man who says love you and promise you everything they, wants to do something with you. No. And then they are having like this emotional depression, and they are trying to lure this whole into the feminism of the West. We are strong women, like, there is this German sign with the stuff like we can do anything, like 50-50, and like, no, just habibti, realize that an Arab man, if he wants something serious, he will talk to you weeks without any personal questions, without any intimacy questions. He will never ask you for your pictures without a hijab, or for naked pictures, or do something, or do this and do that. He will talk to you, and if you are compatible, he will tell you to meet his family. And he will also want to meet your family. And if this doesn't
Mm.
happen, then this man is just not serious. And Arab men know that, because there are a lot of foreign Western women who just didn't get it. Like, for example, another example which has crossed my mind, like, oh, I had a boyfriend, and he said, for me, it was very important that I can post anything on social media. And he said, yeah, he doesn't mind if I post my bikini pictures on social media. Yes, why he didn't mind it? Because he was not serious. He didn't give a flying plane about you. That's why he didn't care. So,
Mm.
for the people outside from the West, for the women from the West who are not Muslim and not Arab, I would prefer to, whether a little bit, get experienced and be very careful and know your rights, or just don't look for a man who is a religious Muslim man from the Middle East, because if he promises you a lot of things before marriage, it can be that after marriage you will fall into a trap that he will not allow you things, and he will take advantage on that one, because you're not Muslim, you're from Europe, you don't have a clue about this culture, and you don't see it. And then the struggles became to the struggles will uh, keep going on and on and on. So that's why we come to our next topic, like, how can you make sure what what are your rights before marriage, and what are yours after marriage, because everyone, like, there's a saying, after marriage he won't allow you this and this and this. And I think that's what falls very hard for a lot of sisters, like, yeah, but he said it before marriage, I can do anything, I can do this and I can do that. And then now a lot of people are changing, and they're saying, yeah, you are now my wife, you go as I say. So
Mm.
what are the ways we can do about it to prevent? And how can we recognize that? What do you think?
I
And
think
it's
communication is the key.
hmm?
You have to ask the right questions.
Yes, but for
You have
example,
to ask.
if let's say you are a revert sister and you met a man, a Muslim man who is already living in Europe, he promises you everything, and you reverted before, I know, I mean, let's say 1 year, so you're still not so familiar with all the things, and he promises you everything, and after you get married, you still you started to see the real side of him. What were these questions, like, what red flags should people who are in this kind of stage of talking with the intention of marriage, I'm not going to say relationship because that's haram, that doesn't exist,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
because we
a
don't have
product of
relationship.
the Western culture, um, to lose the word of the people. Like, if you are in a relationship, you give your secret parts, your soul, to someone who, without any commitment, it's my personal opinion, and you give the most private and secret parts, like your soul, your body, your everything, your emotions, to the person who might destroy it after all. And then, so that's why I don't like to say relationship, like, with the intention of talking. Me too. And I'm not aligning that, or what would you consider as a red flag?
For me, personally, red flags are men who for example, let's say you met someone online, okay, be it a dating app, a Muslim dating app, or be it on however, yeah, or you get in touch somehow with a person and you text. And for me, a red flag would be if that person, for example, is telling me after a week, "Oh, I miss you," um, "Oh, you look
I
so
love you,
beautiful. You look
Habibti. I love you,
so
baby.
beautiful.
Let's get married.
Yeah, you're so beautiful. Mashallah, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, when I see you, I'm melting. I'm melting, Habibi. This would be for me a huge turn off and a huge red flag. Because, I mean, for example, if someone tells me after a week, I miss you, I will ask him, that person, what do you miss concretely? What do you miss? What what kind of experience do we have together that you miss something about me? So it cannot be true. So if, for example, someone is saying, hey, is sending, for example, a selfie of him and he wants a selfie of me. And for example, I say, sorry, I cannot send you a selfie now because I don't have my hijab on. And then he'd be like, oh, no, no, I don't want to see you without a hijab. I'm not like that. No, 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 I'm not like that. But, I would like to see a picture of you. And then you say, for example, no, I'm sorry, I'm not, I'm at home, I'm comfortable, I will not take a hijab on just to send you a picture. And if someone is then trying to push a boundary and kind of like, kindly enforce you to send something you don't want, be it a normal picture or whatever, that's also for me a red flag because you're not respecting my no. You're not respecting my boundary. And then, for example, okay, let's say you are on the road and you send a selfie or you send a little video of yourself, like talking like, hey, I'm on my way, like talk to you later. And that person, every time they see something from you, they're like, oh, you're so beautiful. Then, like this is not, I mean, we're all beautiful. But if a man constantly overreacted, then for me, it's also like, why do you try on this approach?
That's
Like,
love. That's what I mentioned earlier. I think that is this love bombing. A lot of women fall for because
yeah,
what women want in the end of the day, they are emotional. They want to get probably married or in a stable relationship, someone to provide for them and stuff, right? And then uh, if like Habibti is saying or any other guy, yeah, I love you so much. You're so smart and finally, and I love you. I love you. And if they
yeah.
say I love you, I love
Or
you, it
and,
cannot.
and not just that, I have one more. When they say, oh, I was just looking for a woman like you.
Yes,
If I marry you, if
yes.
I marry you, I will be the luckiest man alive.
Hmm.
You
That
are like, wow, you are exactly that kind of woman I was searching for my whole life. And when he says this in the first 1, 2, 3 weeks, believe him, he is lying like a donkey.
and he probably sends it to a 20 other woman too, and he will leave you
Yeah,
anyway. And then you are suffering, wondering, asking, and telling me like, "Oh, my life just so effed up," and yeah, why? Because you again didn't realize this one red flag that these kind
yeah.
of men who are love bombing, they are not serious. That's
Yeah, yeah, love bombing is very common. It doesn't matter in Muslim community or in Western community.
Mhm.
Love bombing has become such a thing nowadays that the people really fall for it. And I think as a woman, you should always be very careful if someone is telling you after a few days, oh, I have the feeling we are the perfect match together. Oh, I will be a great husband for you. Like we don't know each other. You have no basis to tell me like this. If we
Right.
talk for each other for months, yeah, and we had fights and everything, and then you say, hey, listen, I think you are the one for me because we align on so many things, then it's legitimate. But if you tell someone after 1, 2 weeks, oh, I'm just looking for a woman like you, I'm sorry, don't believe this. This is just crap.
Yes, that's exactly.
So, so love bombing and boundary crossing, if he is kind of like really not accepting your no, that is also a very red sign for every woman, because if he cannot accept a small boundary from you, he will never accept any boundary of you.
Sorry, I had to take it out because I don't have the AC on 27. And I'm cooking inside and I don't know where the daleko
I'm
zor.
freezing
Ne
here.
znam, ne znam di je daleko zor čovječe, tako da ne mogu ga ugasiti, niti upaliti, niti mijenja
Yeah,
temperaturu. Evo.
yeah.
And you're freezing.
So I'm freezing.
No, no, you're freezing like outside, I mean.
Also, I thought you were freezing on the
No, no, now
screen.
it's the connection is good. It's not like in a hata.
No, no, no. Yeah, here outside it's rainy and gray and yeah, not the best weather. But anyway, so I think if someone is crossing boundaries, love bombing, and making big promises at the beginning, don't believe it. I'm a huge fan of the quote, words are nice, action are better. I don't believe words, I believe action.
Exactly. I would say action speaks way louder than words. So I'm also working on that, functioning under that uh,
Yeah.
phrase. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
Advice for all
everyone,
the sisters who are hearing, I love you after 2 days and then they vanish. Just next time,
believe.
if they love
Yeah.
you after 2 days and after 1 week, after 2 week, and if they ask you certain things which you should do,
No.
no, no,
No. No.
no. That's never gonna be serious. And so many people don't see it. I just don't know why. Look at the cat is good. They have strict emotions. They like you and they like you, and that's it. Fellas.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. This is like my. I had a cat in Croatia back then. It was a tabby cat, and like him. And I called him my husband. And
Oh.
this cat, like this tabby cat, was my husband. He was living in the harbor on the shipyard, like on the square. And now, after I called him my husband, like moj muž, evo ga moj muž, everyone called them my husband. So this cat was like basically everyone's husband. And I was in Rovi before a year before yesterday, before the year before last year, like before 2 years. Oh, the English freeze phase, never mind. Um, and they said that he lived until last year and then he passed away. So he lived approximately 11, 12 years. So that was a good age for a street cat in Croatia, I would say.
Yeah.
And he was my husband. So yeah. He was everyone's husband, basically.
And look how clingy my little cat is. Very clingy.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Sit. Bismillah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now we continue like this. The most biggest red flag I would ask in a man, do you like cats? If he says no, red. But if he says, I like cats, but the street cats, the street cats are dirty. I don't like it. But if a house cat, it's okay. House. If he says, I have no problem with it. If he says, I know, but if he is not in completely so much over everything in love with cats, then this is the major red flag. Like I would meet someone, do you like cats? And if this person says, yes, yes, of course. Okay, Habibti, we can talk further. That's how it happened. See? So Yeah, persons like I would like immediately. The list?
Yeah,
Do you like cats?
I think
No, block. You know? So like,
exactly. That's a good point because I think how can you spot all the good human or a good man if you don't like animals? Yeah,
yes,
I I mean, animals, anyone, it doesn't matter if cat or any kind of animal, and children, they can spot good humans. So if a animal doesn't come near that person, yeah, then this person is not good, over a red flag. And if they say, ah, yeah, I don't like cats, dogs, this is just okay, yeah, cat is fine, and they, trust me, you don't want to spend life with someone who cannot stand animals because they cannot even stand themselves.
yes,
So,
yes, totally agree.
or people who say I don't like children. So what do you like then? Like, animals and children, they cannot lie. They're honest.
Yes,
They feel you. They see you. They don't judge you. You know, just
hmm,
take care of them, feed them, and you will get so much gratitude and love from them,
yes,
which is
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
unconditional, unconditional love. For example, my cats, feed them, pet them, give them from time to time clingy actions, but you know, they give me so much in return.
Yes, yes, that's right. That's totally right.
So I think also we should consider people who are in touch with their emotional side and in touch with like children and animals because that's a strong indicator what the person is carrying inside.
Yes. I have a good story. I didn't wanted to mention it, especially not like in a podcast. But let's say there is a woman. Her name is, I know, Fatima, and there is a man. His name is Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
Fatima met Muhammad. They fell in love. It's everything perfect, and Muhammad doesn't really like cats. He said he doesn't have a problem with it, but he didn't. He never had any interaction with the cats. But Fatima is crazy for cats. Like she's literally willing to go to war for cats. You know, like sacrifice herself for cats. She's saving cats everywhere. She's everywhere. Like stop the car, stop the car, stop the car. I need to feed the cat. And she's saving cats, and she gives her last penny to the cats and everything. So she's very crazy with cats. And she always tells Muhammad when they're gonna live together, she wants to have cats. And he said, like, yeah, we can buy some in the pet shop, maybe later, inshallah, I don't know, but he's not really interested. I mean, he doesn't mind it, but he gives her like a spray, like a disinfection every time she feed the cat and like taking her to checkups that she doesn't have any parasites under her nails. Yeah, so he's like always making sure she doesn't get sick and anything, like don't touch it, like clean the shoes and blah blah. I mean, he's not hurting them, but he just doesn't really care. And then one time, after Fatima rescued, Fatima wanted to go to a shop when they were on a family visit, holiday, whatever, Umrah, never mind. And Fatima wanted to buy a cigarette from the shop because she secretly smokes. He doesn't smoke, but she said, "Oh well, he's a little bit late. I'm gonna go to the shop at 2 in the afternoon, and I'm gonna buy some cigarettes." And Fatima find three kittens, so small like this, barely like this USB stick, not open eyes, nothing. And she rescued them. And Muhammad followed the whole story. They find the nurse, they find the vet, the kittens were in the clinic, and whatever. And one cat, it was four cats at the end, and one cat sadly passed away, but they are at the private nurse and they are doing well, and and Muhammad saw how Fatima was really taking care of the kittens, so it's something activated probably in his mind, I know. that she would be like a very good mother to the children too, and maybe cats are not so bad overall because after 1 week, 2 weeks, I don't know, Muhammad went to Fajr after a TikTok live after 6 hours of TikTok live, went to pray Fajr in the local mosque, and the kitten follows him. And then he called Fatima, who was sleeping. What should he do? And then she assisted him. What should he do with the kitten? Like to give milk and to give this and to keep in the yard. And he didn't want to touch it, so he was like trying to feed and invite and everything. You know, it was very nice. And after a few hours, he got concerned and he went outside looking for the mother cat all by himself. And he felt responsible for the small, tiny kitten. And around midday, he didn't sleep at all. Around midday, 1 o'clock, he got very concerned because the kitten didn't want to eat. He even bought food from a veterinary shop from nearby, which is related to like 1, 2 months old kitten. And he gave this food. He gave like 3 different types of food and milk and everything he tried. And then he got concerned and he decided to take the cat to the vet. So he took it. And after that, he's like, yeah, his plan was like, he'll leave at the vet. And then he came back with the kitten, with a carrier, with clothes for the cat, with food for the cat, and with the whole instruction, and made a 5 minutes video what happened at the vet and how the kitten is doing. And you can see Muhammad's face that he is in love with that cat. And then when he tells Fatima that you are making me a better person. By knowing you,
Mm.
I feel I'm blessed because I got to be I got to how do you say explore a version myself I didn't know existed. So I'm feeling like you making me a better person. End of the story. If you know, you know, and that's it. So you know, like it's very nice. But also, for example, my father, he liked cats, but like you know, cats, street cats in Saudi everywhere and everywhere street cats, and that's it. So basically, like you know, don't really in the house. Dogs, no. Dog is haram, yeah, you know. Now he's sleeping with the dogs and with like 16 cats. And first he goes shopping. He buys the cats food, but he buys like for Ibiza, for Peter, for Maritza, for the black and white,
Yeah, for every
for
single one.
you know, like for everyone, which food they like, and he knows that. So yeah, basically,
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it can be that the people who say, "Ah, yeah, I don't care, I don't want this," that sometimes they're more, they need a little push to do it.
yes. But overall, if you don't like animals, I would personally say, my opinion, if you don't like animals or if you're hurting them, you're an evil person. You're not a good person, and I don't want to be around you. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
my statement. If someone accepts
exactly.
it, okay, it's not. There are. I
Look,
always
if
say
someone doesn't like animals or hurt animals just because, I don't know, you see a street dog and you throw a stone at them, why you do that?
yes. Or
Like,
you, I don't
like,
know, or you stab a kitten who doesn't even have like
yeah,
who is not responsible that she is living on the streets and she's even born. It's your
yeah.
responsibility that you didn't TNR them, that you didn't spray them, that this got such a major problem in Arabia, in the whole Middle East, and also in the Balkans. But compared to the Balkans, you go to Bosnia, you go to Croatia, it's nothing compared to what we see here. Because if you see
Mm,
street cat in Split, in Dalmatia, in Istrian, or somewhere else, you know, and also in Bosnia, it's at least, or in Turkey, full of street cats. I was just before 2, 3 weeks. But they are in good condition. But here,
mm.
in 41 degrees. They are suffering and they don't spraying them. Then don't they these cats are angry and hungry and they're fighting and they just trying to survive every minute of their life. And what would be the solution? Just spray them. That's it. And then wouldn't be so much, so that this is the worst here, which is that's and the people like people evil. They like hurt them without any reason. Or
Mm.
the even better, the pet shops here you can buy cats, like I know, breeded ones. But if the breeded ones got sick, dump on the street because we cannot sell it. And if we sell it, but the child doesn't like it, like okay, Hamoudi doesn't like it after 1 month, we just throw it in the street. Good,
Mm.
very good. So like I don't know what to say about that, but I
Yeah, I
would
think lack of consciousness, I mean, how can you have a heart and be conscious? And I mean, I don't understand, because if you claim you pray, you are a believer, this is like Allah's creation.
yes,
Why you not respect Allah's creation?
yes.
Like, this doesn't make sense for me, because he created that on purpose. And what are you doing? You are like deciding if this animal is gonna live and not because it's on the street.
Look, it's probably not really in that book, but it's hadith and it's sunnah to take care of the animals, like to help the living creatures who are in need, because they feel pain, they have a heart, they can be happy, they can be hungry, they can suffer just like children. And someone saying children are different. Why are they different? We are all animals, we are all human beings, we are animals, we are the worst kind of animals in this planet, because we
Yeah,
make this planet a worse place, because we can think with our head, we can decide, but the animals cannot decide. They give you poor love, but we sometimes do love just because of a reason that we get profit out of it. Sometimes we do friendships just because of a reason. It's like business, because you get profit out of it, but the animal will love you unconditionally. And if you
yeah,
raise the
exactly.
children well, and if you raise the children right, this child is gonna like the animals, and he's going to push on the next generation, not like torturing them and stabbing them and drew over with the bicycles or throwing stones to them or something. This child will learn
Mm.
to give food and water, and that's how we should raise our children. But
Yeah, yeah,
sadly,
yeah.
that's not a
I mean,
fact.
my mom is exactly like me. I mean, I think I'm on that case very similar to my mom, because when she goes to Serbia and she sees a street cat, like, it doesn't matter uh where or in what time, or like, literally, she always take it with her. She always take it with her, tries to, like, nourish it, give it food, water. Also, like, if they have fleas, she's like really like doing this stuff, just because she cannot just, walk past by this animal, you know and I'm also the same, because as a child, every time we went to Serbia, and every time I saw street kittens, because they usually dump them in the trash when, the cats got little babies. They dump these little kittens in the trash,
Really?
and um, yeah, 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 in the trash. Or I saw also neighbors drowning really kittens or little dogs, because they cannot feed them. It's like really terrible. Like I hate. No, I will not even speak about it, because it makes me
I'm
angry.
starting a
But
war against the rights of cats and animals. From tomorrow, you're going to join me, and everyone else who is going to join, make sure to follow the channel and follow me on Instagram and follow her on Instagram and
like,
follow
really,
everyone who likes animals. So please go on.
and and I was like, I mean, how old was I? 6, okay? And I saw these little kittens and I took them all with me, like with zero experience, like nothing. I was just like, okay, I take you home because I saw them like lying there and I couldn't go away, like I could be like, oh, okay, mom, I found kittens and go. No, I was like really inside. I saw them and no, I have to take them. And I took all 6 of them and I brought it to my grandma. And then next day I went out and from a neighborhood, there was a little dog, and he was tied to a tight chain, and he was, like crying the whole day, and no one was giving him food, but he was so tiny, and I was doing something criminal. I jumped over the entrance because I couldn't get in, so I jumped over the entrance. Remember, I'm 6. I took the dog, I untied him, I took the dog, and I ran away. So, and then this neighbor came to me and he was like, yeah, you stole my dog. So, no, you were torturing your dog, and I'm not gonna give it to you back because you're a bad human. And I went with this dog on the tree and I stayed there for 6 hours until they left our yard. Until they say, okay, keep the dog. You're like, okay, this child is crazy. They kidnapped the dog. Like it was like, no,
Oh
you're
my
not
God,
gonna
I'm
get
so
the dog.
proud of you.
So I'm really like that
I'm
kind of
so
kid.
proud of you. Oh my God, wow.
Yeah, you have to imagine, like I'm 6, 7 years old. I grew up basically more in the city than outside. And when we went to Serbia, it was basically in the summer. And I couldn't listen to the sound this animal was making. It was making me so sad and angry that I really jumped over the entrance to kidnap this little dog and to run away. And even when they came to our place, I was like, no, you're not gonna get the dog back. And the man screamed at me, and I ran away on the tree. And I said, no, I'm not gonna come down until you're away. I'm here to stay on this tree until you're gone. And I won. Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
this is my relationship with animals since my childhood.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have also a few stories more like from when I was the teenager growing up, and mostly in Croatia and something. But yeah, I can totally relate, and I'm very proud of you. I have to tell you,
Thank you.
the world needs people like you. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
like I really cannot look away when I see an animal suffering. I
I
really
mean,
can't.
I
I
mean,
I
I mean,
really like.
I, I mean, people, like what I hate the most, which is really irritating me. I have my private account where I post mostly private stuff, a little bit one, and sometimes I post a cat, like I don't know, a cat is in need, a
Mhm.
cat found, or like a cat on the highway, or do you want to adopt this cat? And I hate it when I post just a simple, I don't know, golden ring or a food.
Mhm.
I get like 10, 15 likes in my story, and when I post rescuing cat, for example, someone is like, I found when Fatima
I
found
know.
these 3 kittens, I was like, please share. And I
Yeah.
have around 1,500 followers, and they were like mostly in from Saudi, from the same town. No one ever reposted this. But
Yeah.
if I post
Yeah.
something else, I mean, I don't expect to repost it from you because you're from Vienna. You probably cannot help me in Jeddah with the cat. But
Yeah. Unfortunately, otherwise I would all import them here. Like
yeah,
really, like.
that's right. But like, and this, and then like, I put a quote like, if you don't like cats, just feel free to unfollow me, and they don't unfollow me. But every time I post like a picture of, I don't know, myself or me with a coffee or something like, in a cab or just an aesthetic, it has so much likes because it's the fake reality. They like it, but they don't like it when someone is in need for help.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
hate this. And I would say every time, can you just unfollow me? Can you just do your fake things? I don't care. Just go. Fool people, post yourself, run around in a miniskirt, I don't care, or like post in a fake Lamborghini, good, very good, okay, or just do it. People who are on social media posting their lifestyle that they're all luxurious and chichi and everything, they are so unsatisfied in their life. They are so unhappy that I cannot describe it because they have to prove in the social media that they are happy. And of
Yeah.
that proof, like 99% is fake, you know?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah.
So people who doesn't see the worth of small things, small animals, and the even better things. If I don't know, talk about something like posting is not good, or like in a relationship you should do this and this and this, and I send it to a specific person because I thought she might need this advice, or he, or I don't know, and I know that this person needs to hear this, which is
Mm-hmm.
related to this post blog, I don't know. And then this person replies to me, why are you sending me this? I am not like this. I can see you're like this. You're struggling with the same problem. I sent you to help and you're saying you're not like this. But you are the biggest person who is like this. I know
Yeah,
you. And you're stupid
yeah, but
enough. I'm sorry, but,
people,
you know,
nah, people don't like the truth. People don't like mirrors. I mean, what you do is basically sending them a mirror to reflect and
I just
to
want to
look
help
into
with
the
that.
mirror.
For example, it's a simple reel about the relationship. And then the answer is, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not like this. But yeah, now I'm listening to you half year that you are like this.
Yeah, but that's what I see. That's what I mean. Like you are giving them a mirror to look, and they don't look in the mirror. They look in the reflection and then say, "Oh no, this is not me." Thankfully, but you didn't intend to show them the mirror to see the reflection. To tend to see the what is inside. Like to
Yeah.
really reflect on the topic and be like, "Wait a minute, she sent this to me. Why do you think she sent this to me?" And if it's even unclear, then you can say, hey, I saw this video. Do you think I'm like that? Like, do I make this impression to you? Or like, then because you reflect, you see, okay, someone is trying to tell me something in a different way because maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings or so, yeah. But people don't want to reflect because reflection and is hurtful.
Um, I think you should have the questions, but you should also consider which is not losing yourself. Like
Yeah.
you should have to have questions which are important to you. We are gonna talk in the next episode. There is so much more to talk about. Like, for
Yeah.
example, if she's going to work, if he would allow to her to finish the education, to work, where would they live, their parents' house, is there an option, the children, how they should be raised, like if there is, for example, a cultural difference, or living with
Yeah.
the parents, living without the parents. And also, I think people should watch out very clearly if the man's intention or the woman's intention um, is influenced, like intention, attention, attendance of the marriage is influenced by the parents or not. So
Hmm.
that's why you should meet the parents too.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
And now we have to go because we are running out of time. So if you like the video, just make to subscribe and follow, and share and comment below if you have any questions. And we are going to be back with the next episode next week. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.